combined with the... Oh
Brad.
my god, Duro!
Okay, I mean, if Duro's just gonna like sit here in like the T1 home ground and just aura farm everyone by playing Carrier's skin, oh my goodness, that would be too much. That would be going too far, my friend.
And the funniest part about this is, if you told me, if you took the nameplates away, I would have thought that that Gen G draft was a T1 draft. And this is something that, as we, I think, play more and more Fearless, we're going to see more and more of, is teams just trying to work on 2 levels. Because I think this is a very good draft from Gen G, right? You have good lane pressure. I think Bard...
That sounds really fun. Let's get into it.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
I was waiting for some fan chants. But we didn't get any fan chants. Did we miss them?
Because I'm hearing chatter.
Yeah. There's certainly some chanting going on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Plans making use of that one.
For shot!
Carrier turns back, but it is going to be the deadly flourish avoided. And Gumayusi Carrier going to look for a little bit of a back angle.
That would have been big if that hits.
Ooh, never mind.
The pre-6 dive?
Yep, holding onto it here as Gumayusi. Nimbus Strike going to come on through, and it's actually Duro that takes the kill. And the teleport is going to be in a little bit late here by Doran. Does have the equalizer available though, but they just take a magical journey to safety as Tibbers gets a little bit angry, but so does the orb. And now Chovy's looking to chase down, get the flash forward, and there is the flash in to follow. Ona locks down the kill onto Chovy, and it may have just all been a bait.
Beautiful bait there. Oh, Kenyon!
Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. It's going to be answered, and Faker did indeed.
Just barely is enough. There we go.
He's dead again.
That's the cost of that flash. So Chovy playing aggressive and getting punished 2 times in a row now.
Yeah, that was just a solo kill from Faker.
No. It was, I think, both Owner and Carrier. Carrier definitely flashed for it. Owner was shown on the assist. Okay. I don't know if he was actually involved. I should see.
He didn't get an assist, or at least.
No, I guess he didn't. I thought I saw him in the kill.
Might have been around.
Oh, it was Carrier.
Yeah, we're going to check it out one more time. Yes, and indeed, Carrier is here to make his way over. There's also an equalizer. So it's Doran. That's who the other person was.
Oh, it's Doran. There you go. But nicely done by Carrier.
As Tibbers is going to come on over and stand sentry, as T1 will be able to take down these grubs. And they've taken the first dragon as well, so this will be the second objective that they're able to lock down, if they can indeed do so. Ona making his way out, and that will be 2 grubs going over to T1, and another objective secured for them as far as feats of strength are concerned. 1 more kill, 1 more objective. Has now just realized that he's likely dead, wants to be able to trade this one for the kill against Doran. Let's see whether he can actually get there, as never mind. Faker just comes on over, stuns him up, and Keen will just walk underneath the turret, hoping to deny an assist to Doran or something.
Makes sense given the comp. Might still be dead though.
His flash isn't up. As Tempered Fate is going to buy him a little bit of time, but otherwise not too much. It does take him a little while longer. Pop Blossom is going to be invested. Ruler comes on down though, and Tibbers is angry, but it's still going to be... Yeah, Pop Blossom I guess as well, but Shockwave's going to come down towards his bottom side. As Chovy I think is a little angry. They get the Cyclone as well. That is going to guarantee that the Annie goes down.
Not been the biggest fan of the row. I feel like the item after the nerfs just doesn't really hit the same impact.
No.
My read is that Chovy, he has a ton of damage in his team, and he's also going to be just very far behind in this game. I say that, it's 130 gold. Can I take that? Right, guys?
Alright, well, Duro and Canyon are in here. They're going to get the Cyclone out as Ona will get the ult in. Doran is following as Gwen's in the mix, and they're looking for the Rumble as well. Magical Journey going to be taken. Ona will get taken down, but it's a double Pop Blossom. Keen is going to go down, and Canyon nowhere to run. Duro, the same situation. It's going to have to really find some magic here.
Run, Bard, run!
Yeah, that is going to be the old flame spitter favor, right? T1 are still taking the things that they want. There's been no objectives really picked up for Gen G throughout this entire game, and that is going to continue as here towards the bottom side of the map.
What if we try to kill Doran again?
Well, he's just going to ult the wave. The cannon is going to come through with another melee, and we're going to see whether we can kill him underneath this turret. Another Cyclone does come in. Decoy going to help take him out there as the Tempered Fate will deactivate the turret, and that will allow everyone to get out of here. As T1, yeah, they're going to throw down the Rift Herald, and they're going to look for even more. A sacrifice of just a Rumble but this outer turret is going to feel pretty good as now Keen dashing after Faker here. The flash does come out, and now Faker's definitely dead. That flash was never saving him ever. And now you got a Rift Herald making her way up towards the top side. Shelly's merry jaunt, as we can see here. But I don't know whether he wants to charge the turret, because he probably would die. Shelly's just going to wear herself out and head back to the void.
This game's a bit of a mess. Maybe otherwise he could have barely made it.
All right, here's another little catch. As we can see, Keen was in the mist for a while, but the equalizer is going to come down. That's another kill going over to Gumayusi. He did take a fair bit of damage, but not quite enough, as now Doran in a little bit of trouble, but maybe Ruler is as well, but finally does get that last shot into the Rumble. Yeah, Ruler has ult, and they don't have a Rumble, so maybe this is going to be a dragon that T1...
tilts me. Wow, I lost my Atlas resistance.
I know.
Everything gets to me.
It's all too easy.
It's not fun for you.
You just need to get your practice up.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I do think that maybe look for Cheeky's not going to do it, even with the vision. I think that's... Who is baiting who? There it is! Canyon comes on over, and that is 2 dead. Chovy just knew. I guess Gen G had all the information. And T1 caught napping as we've got a little bit of a dive here as the equalizer. That is not a dive that you could take. Beautifully played here by Doran, but on the top side, it's a mess. It just looked broken. It just looked really ridiculous, the amount of damage that he was able to do. Now Artican is going to get started up as Gen G looking for their second objective of the game. Well, that's a late contest, Atlas. Oh, they're looking for the angle here as Doran does have his equalizer back off cooldown. This will be difficult for them to lock down as the equalizer does come in. And it will be secured here by Gen G. That's worked in the past, as now Duro could be in trouble, but he's also not the target they're looking for. The equalizer is weird, to say the least. And T1 now without that big tool. The needlework's coming out there. The Pop Blossom is going to connect on a new shockwave onto 4 people! Oh no! 5, my god, the Cyclone, and they all explode! It is over! As Gen G, they'll take a celebratory dragon, and oh god, T1, that is not where you want it to be! That's a mad movie right there, baby! That's what that was! That was a 5-man shockwave! I was like, surely it's not 5. My brain just refused to believe that that was 5 people that were all standing in perfect position to be blended. In theory, it makes sense. It's like, it's Korean summer, you know, it's a lot. Yeah, that's not great. Faker's dead, and Tip is gold. Who did it go to? Wait, Canyon the flank? Unless it was Chovy. They were sharing some pictures. The flank? Okay, there is a flank. Chronicler is not wrong. I just don't know whether you want to flank 5 people as 4 people. I don't think they do. In fact, that's a nice cosmic binding. If only there was another shockwave there, Chovy, as that would have been an easy one onto 2, but instead... So, back to Korean summer. It's rough. It is real rough. But it is We've beautiful. Got a really nice air conditioner, though, so that has been put through its paces. That is the most important. Keen. Not being allowed to really play the game is... There's a flash in. That's going to be another cosmic binding. Doran taking some time being CC'd and will get caught by the very edge of that tempered fate. I've seen other ones of those miss. As Keen is going to snip him up. It is now going to be Keen versus the bottom lane, but the Pop Blossom going to do nothing against the stasis that he brings out. And so that means that Owner is going to die as well, as everyone is zoned away. And ladies and gentlemen, this game is over. It is just not, it's not really, there's a 4,000 gold lead for the Monkey, as we can see there, and not even that outer turret is going to be secured, as Gen G are going to look for the Baron. Information is given over as T1 are looking for a miracle here, and that is precisely what they're going to need. Well, they can definitely bully them off here. Like, Chovy needs to walk all the way over. They need to hurry up, though. You say definitely. Keen is on a flank angle as Carrier could be in a little bit of trouble here, as Duro going to be cleansing himself. The Deadly Flourish comes down there. There's the curtain call as Canyon gets out of the pit. This Baron is so extraordinarily low. It's down to 1,100, and it's going to be secured by Gumayusi. He's in the back of the pit, and he just gets sliced up like a ham. And it's going to be Ruler that takes that kill. Now Carrier wanting to keep at least another one of these Barons alive as Canyon comes, boop, and down goes the Vi that was actually an Eco. And pressure them off the Baron. I think they were a little slow. They probably could have gotten a little bit more done. Chovy went gold, then Doran went gold, and then Doran went dead. I just don't think it really matters for the game, because even with the Rebel Baron power play, it's 500 gold. It's probably going to... Artican is one heck of a buff. It is, what is it? So it's 39 petals for Gen G and kind of keep our eye on the
where's
match, which
they are not
just
looking
ridiculous.
to slow down at any point in time. They could take a vacation if they felt like it, and they would still be there for the World Championship, as they have made playoffs of the LCK already. As CHOVY is going to throw out his ultimate, but only onto Owner, and then just runs away, has Phase Rush, and is going to get Pop Blossom. They're going to see whether they can take him down, but he goes golden. The Tempered Fate to make people even more golden, as finally is going to get taken out, but unfortunately the trade, I think, is going to be a little too great. That being said, killing CHOVY probably feels great, and that's the best they're going to get, because their Nexus is about to explode.
Hey, they got 6 stacks off of the Magi's as well.
Oh, that is a really good point. FAKER does manage to almost take down Canyon here. That was very close. As Carrier is likely going to get booped. That is a decent little Captain Jack there from Ruler, but unable to quite kill him. And so Carrier will be able to watch on as his Nexus goes down. But T1 will drop this one. Gen G looking poised to hit that number 28.
2 main characters.
One of my least favorite Sejuani compositions, although at least now Rakan does work. But otherwise, we're going to hope for some hammer form here from
Sante,
the Jace. And yeah, we're not representing a lot of damage on the side of Gen G.
No. I've fallen for this trap before. Gen G doesn't have that much damage.
This is where you're allowed to say it. You're allowed to say it now in the draft.
Okay, because...
then when the damage graphs come up, you're like, oh, well, you know, I guess Cassante is actually a damage.
So let's the T1 draft, I think, is very straightforward. This is an amazing team fighting draft. You have decent amount of pressure towards the top side of the map. I think that what you need to be careful for is early on. I don't think your early skirmishes are quite as strong, because you have Braum and Lucian, which are crazy good, and then you have the TF, right? So I do think you need to be careful about how you navigate the early game. You can really easily fall behind if you take a couple of bad skirmishes.
Gen G just continuing the trend towards 28 in a row.
There was yelling earlier.
Yeah, I just thought that maybe this time around we'd get there, but we just didn't get there. So
it's okay. It's okay. We still had the yelling.
It might have been that we had them earlier on or something like that, or maybe there's as the Jace will have even a flash advantage on top of the fact that he is having a real good time in lane.
So Canyon's been very active. With the biggest piece of criticism for Kang, obviously, often is that he isn't that active, but he's been matched by Owner, right? Owner was there in bot to counter the gank timing. Owner now forced to flash towards topside.
Yep.
Also has been hovering around mid. We are seeing a bit of a problem developing though, which is that, as you highlight, TF should always be ahead.
I don't think you're killing Keen here. The amount of times we saw Keen, okay, he's gone all out though, as now the Destiny coming towards the top side, and yeah, the Sejuani was here, but she can't save him from that. That is first blood going over to the Cassante, and now Keen's life is way better, yeah. Canyon in position towards this bottom side. They do have vision, they know exactly where he is.
Oh, there's cleanse and heal as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's see where the Gramushin keeps
just glass half full kind of guy. I kind of love it.
For T1, and that was a glass half full for T1, and that was sarcasm, because Genji are pretty happy with the fact that he picks up a full item.
It's also the one big lead that they had was towards the top side of the map, and that kill on Keen is a big deal.
You know how you were saying it's 2 kills worth of gold?
Yeah, it's almost free. Yeah.
So that's the thing. We don't really need to. We'll circle back and we'll have a bit more of a chat about CHOVY further down the line.
It's always what do you actually get out of it?
It's glorious. Well, Destiny is not exactly kind to Doran here towards the top side of the map, as Keen's going all out, CHOVY's going all in, and Doran is real dead. That is a kill going over to the Twisted Fate. We were talking about a kill worth of gold. Well, he has that one down. That should give T1 a bit of an angle towards this dragon. Bit of a check-in when it comes to feats of strength and how we're doing there. If T1 do manage to take down this dragon, then they'll only need another objective to be able to lock down that portion, as Gen G 1 kill away from the feats of warfare. And CHOVY is getting to work on this turret to the point where we might need to be talking about first turret blood as well. I don't know whether he's going to take it on this push, because that is going to be a Chemtech dragon. Keen finding a little Q, and is going to be eaten.
Not again.
He just got back. He doesn't want the dying spree. Not a dying spree, as that's a bit of a drive-by. It doesn't quite work here for Canyon, as CHOVY does find a blue card. Not sure about that one, as Doran's going to be able to take down the Skarner, and it's a disaster here for GENG, as T1 even out the kills and well and truly strike back.
But bullying Keen off the turret is CHOVY.
Yeah, this is a big deal if they can lock down this kill, and they got 3 people here. He wants to deal with the minions that are in position as he flashes away from his turret, and that is going to mean that he's dead. Cute little gold card towards the end there, but not going to be able to get to.
I think T1 is still going to look for the contest, and look, Faker making his way over.
Yeah, let's see whether the pigeon can find the angle, as the Glacial Prison doesn't quite get there, as now CHOVY gets the gold card onto Faker. And now for the rest of the fight, Canyon going down extraordinarily low. There's the jungler out of it. Emperor's Divide, not really finding it, but it pushes them out of the pit as Keen. He's gone all out, but he is, in fact, all out. Double knock up there from Carrier as well. Looking fantastic. Ruler frontlining, doesn't want to, as he flashes to get out of the way, and that is Faker on the board with a kill onto Duro that he was looking for before. And CHOVY not going to get hit by that grand entrance, but I still think he's in a bit of trouble here, as Ruler wanting to try and catch them off guard, as another gold card is locked in. Wildcard's actually hitting all of them there, as somehow it's Faker that managed to just take down Ruler. CHOVY will survive, and T1 limp away.
But T1 gonna be happy with that one. Herald found, fight won, mid lane turret sieged. Possible setup towards the Drake as well. Now the gold lead firmly in their favor.
And a 4-0-2 Xayah.
Actually blow up a member individually or poke away. We do see that comp struggle a little bit as Ruler and CHOVY try to clutch this fight out, but the flash forward from Guma, not afraid, finds the kill. That's now another Drake going over to T1, and I think thus far we are looking good.
Yeah.
Although Doran might be caught.
This is a really awkward position here as Canyon walks over the ward. They get the information here with the Destiny, as there is the Glacial Fissure, and all the Emperor's Divide by Faker is glorious as they lock down CHOVY. They'll also take the Skarner as well, as Gumayushi in a little bit of trouble here as Keen manages to get one back, but it's only on to Doran. And T1 are now chasing down the remaining stragglers of GENG, and they do it so well with this composition. There's the culling. It doesn't really do too much of anything at all, as the Permafrost not going to connect onto Duro there, but he has to flash to get out of the way. And they'll trade Doran for a whole bunch more here as T1 move to 10-4.
And GENG is tenacious, but T1 is getting the better end of them anyway. Faker having big impact on this Azir. Consistently finding the plays.
Don't want it.
Oh, GENG is slow playing this. Do have Doran probably looking for a base and immediately TPing back. There's a good amount of flank angles behind them.
Yep, there is a Mega Cone here as well for CHOVY if you'd like to utilize it. But
oh, Doran.
Yep, there is the teleport in as Doran diving on top of Keen here as CHOVY holding onto this gold card for such a long time. Carrier comes on over, and there is the all out. It is going to be the secure on the dragon with that unsealed spellbook from Duro, as Canyon's just going to drive his way out as best he can. Down goes Doran as GENG, they slow down Carrier as well, and I don't think he's long for this world, as the Ardent Blaze will be able to tag him, so he's not going to be learned from T1. As
just Nash.
They just start up the Baron. If you notice, CHOVY finding an angle, or did T1 find a CHOVY? CHOVY kind of knew that this was what was happening. He doesn't have an arm guard, so he's just dead, and now the quickness goes all over the rest of GENG. Can they find it? No, they cannot. The Emperor's Divide throws them into the mix. And now Ona trying to dash his way out. Ruler is doing a decent job, but Gumayushi just getting on in there. My God, he slaughters them. It's a triple kill for the Xayah, and T1 say, well, I guess we'll take a Baron.
Maybe if you have Flash and Zhonya's CHOVY. Oh, Kane's gonna die, isn't he? Ah, I've seen these before. Jonah Strong, I know what's coming.
Hey, no, but he got the Raptor. Actually, I don't even, like, Doran doesn't have a whole lot of health. Gated his way into death. Okay, so we'll give them an even on that front.
It's classic CHOVY, you know, he's just calibrating how to make more plays. That one is going in the data set as not it.
Yeah, it was not quite it.
That was not it. I do think it was already a Hail Mary, right? Starting the Baron in the first place, trying to look for that turn, but
he can make the play now. He's got his arm guard.
Well, the game is done now, so I think the game was already in a rough spot. That play was, don't get me wrong, that play was bad. I think the fact that they started up Nash kind of shows that GENG also knows that they're a little cooked.
Area getting that sick cleanse.
Yeah, this game is looking mighty over, and I love that, Atlas. Yeah. That's good, because that means
the series ain't over.
Which I love. then we have gotten max games for Gen G T1 in what, the last...
How many has it been? Because it was the two at MSI.
So it was both at MSI. They didn't face in road to MSI. I think round robin 2 was a 2-0. I think round robin 1 was incredible, but round robin 2 I remember being a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, it wasn't super hard.
Not this one, Atlas.
Not this time around as we move into our first ever round 3. As we get a zoom in on the gold card being collected by the
Chronicler.
to keep the streak alive.
Yeah, but they've been in interviews and they're like, yeah, we don't really care. We just want to play well.
Yeah, no.
Which I tend to believe.
I mean,
maybe a Hail Mary here, maybe a multi-man ult from Canyon. Otherwise, we go into game 3.
Oh, there's the Destiny to come in there as they found Canyon on the flank. He only gets Owner with the ulti. As now Gumiushi is in a little bit of trouble, but he's got the Featherstorm. He's buying so much time. And the Emperor's Divide to get him out of there as well. Ruler is the one that's down so low as they trade 80 carries. As now Keen dives in, but he cannot pick anyone up. And it's Doran finding his revenge. He'll also get cleansed. Everything is fine. And now Chovy and Duro versus the world as the teleport to get Chovy out of there will be interrupted by Owner. As Doran says, yeah, we are going to a game 3 and I'm going to take us there by destroying these Nexus turrets. And he's getting some revenge after being bullied earlier on. These health bars aren't going down as fast as they really wanted to as Chovy flashes out of the grand entrance. And we're just going to zoom in here on Doran booping down this Nexus with his hammer. Gets the gun out there as well just to show that it can transform. That was real cute. There's a demonstration of that 50 gold that I was talking about that is very, very important to bring us to game.
To force them to do something, we just poke them down. It's also a good late game insurance policy together with the Senna.
Feels less good picking something like a Rel here, but the Nautilus is potentially a possibility if they want to engage. But instead it's Thresh. Oh man, we haven't seen this for ages. This is something that Gumiushi Carrier used to be great at in the past.
It's the 2022 era, right?
It really is. That was a
spring 2022.
That was a pretty good year for T1 if you just don't look at the game 5 between them and DRX.
Or the game 5 between them and RNG.
Yeah. But otherwise,
brilliant year.
Brilliant year. In fact, they went undefeated, I'm pretty sure, in spring. Like, that was the last time any team, that was the first time any team went undefeated in a split.
Yeah, I think that their performance in that split
means
also...
a draft gap. Let's jump onto the Rift game 3. Yeah, I just needed to give them a chance, right? I need to give them a chance.
It might be happening, for all
And
we know.
also, I had it, like, ringing in my ears. I don't think this is a draft gap, but if I was to be honest...
미니언 생성까지
As Canyon's over here, eating some shellfish. And he'll take a dragon as well in tribute. That's alright. Gumiushi does grab a white gun. This carrier throws another death sentence a little bit wayward. It just does the rage ignite. But Owner is there. This is setting up for a bit of a dive as they will
Faker's
get...
here.
Yeah, Faker in amongst it. Teleport is going to come down from Keen, but I believe that one was interrupted. Another one. As never mind, not actually going to come on through there, and they do manage to get that first kill. Faker locking down first blood as Owner is able to flash away as well. And even Doran will survive as the Dominus did come on through there as Canyon takes about 15 years, but he will be able to take down this dragon. And they do, you know, stick around in lanes. There's going to be a wave mist in mid, but a double kill in the top lane. Side. Some grubs being taken, a hook going to go wide. Gumiushi does have red-white. That is a scary opportunity here as Slice out here from Keen. Doran without very much mana and will get ruthlessly predated, which I don't think is a great verb, but it's fine. You know there's a new Predator movie that's coming out?
The trailer looked good.
Yeah, it looked kind of interesting.
You know, I've never seen any of the Predator movies.
Really?
Should I? Are they good?
Yeah, you definitely.
Good action movies?
Carl Weathers, man. Oh, it's the iconic, like, the shake, the hold arms.
Oh,
with
no, I've seen, I know the meaning you're talking about, but I've seen clips and like,
Yeah.
By osmosis, I've watched a lot of the movie.
But then you get to see it in context if you actually watch it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right, Carrier's going to find one. Does get the cleanse out from Ruler this time around as there's the flash out as well. Running out of summoner spells here as Graviton going to hold Duro in place.
Another dive.
Ooh, Moonlight Vigil will connect and Owner's coming in. I've seen this play before, but Faker is not going to be able to move over the pillar.
The pillar.
As Canyon looking to try and get himself out of here and in fact not going to take the risk. Didn't want to get charged audaciously or even prisoned runically.
Okay, now you're stretching that.
Yeah, I'm really trying
It started with Predator ruthlessly, but now we're
That started a fun conversation that involved Carl Weathers, though.
That is
that's
true.
kind of.
Oh, it was a win.
I felt like it was positive.
Also,
I
Atlas,
just went way too far.
Let's be real. As fun as internationals are, it's fun to just yap.
Yeah. As all right, Canyon comes on over and looks to take a bite out of FAKER. Does manage to do that, but isn't going to be able. He's going to be first turret going over to T1 though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with white guns, definitely going to be able to.
Yeah, gets that crescendo over, and Gumayushi with a bunch of extra money, and he'll deny the cannon as well.
Oh god, he's going to be up like what? Like 1.5, 1.4.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good. Keen also extending his advantage as Duro will be able to get... No, he doesn't even need vision because they can see FAKER on that ward. But nothing they can do about it. Control ward goes over just to make sure to stand what Carrier's trying to do. So I refuse.
This is they're gonna get this turret as well. Like we've been memeing a lot, but T1 actually have done an exceptional job of something we've criticized a lot of Team for, specifically with the Cephalios, especially with these white guns. So one of the things we always talk about with Ziggs, one of the things that infuriates Orcs.
I mean, it's the Caitlyn and Jinx thing as well, and they've done this with Guma so many times on these picks.
And it's why we see the gold lead actually starting to really balloon. They're very happy to just siege away.
Well, here's a Dominus here for Keen, as he looks to try and defend, but he's sort of just standing around. Wants to be able to dodge some of the CC. The Flay does come back though, so you can't dodge all of it, even if the hook does go wide. Still, Canyon is going to be able to eat this turret.
Yeah, I was off that day. I wasn't real.
Oh, it definitely was. I saw you in chat.
Yeah, and
I remember, because you said juke, and that made me sad. He's already a juke, okay? That's all right. Carrier with the flash play. Ona looking to go on in as well, but the Arcane Storm wants to take down the tick. One more tick will do it, but it's not going to connect. As now the cask will deliver Canyon to his death potential. He did have the subjugate there, and oh my god, Ona survives the headbutt to get Gumayushi out of here, but he is an absolute demolition machine. And Gen G, they might be staring down the barrel of their first loss of the season.
Keen trying to look for a counter pick. The hook hits him.
He does manage to at least get Carrier. He's flashing in, looking for even more. The turret's helping him out at the same time. But Ona is also going to be able to get a cute little charge, and that will help take down the Croc. This guy's Zen. It is built different, ladies and gentlemen. And that whole time, Gumayushi was just...
This Drake, Gen G are going to contest. I don't know if they really can.
There's the Hex Flash hook onto Duro. Not too much more to happen after that. There's a glorious cask onto Chovy. Does get the gravity field down as now Duro does get a pulverize, but FAKER is making his way in, and Ona just finding it. Ruler goes down yet again. The entire bottom lane has been removed, and FAKER will just take a bit of a journey underneath the turret. Might have been a bridge a little too far as Carrier looks for another cute little play. Needs a few extra links in that chain, though, if he wants to get that one. As Ona going in one more time. It's the most balanced Trundle has looked all week, as the hook this time is going to connect. It lands onto Chovy. Guma's going to grab that kill, and Carrier, I mean, I don't know how it worked, but it absolutely worked. He had some of the most great team since the LCK season started.
Since February, Atlas, we are freezing. There was winter.
Gold.
That is Guma sitting on a 3.2k gold lead.
That is
2 items on the
absurd.
Aphelios. And Gen G, in theory, this comp, there are parts of it that scale well, but Rula's going to be behind on... I have watched Gen G, I think this was the first best of 5 between them at MSI, crawl back from a big deficit. It was a very different drop. It was a very different setup. This T1 comp, just... it scales well. Like, the 5v5s will remain good.
As a hook is just going to sail on by. That's where you're going to come on through there as well, as Chovy will be able to at least sidestep the cask. But Ona is looking to make his way in. Another hook is going to be fantastic here, as Chovy's already got that flash on cooldown. In comes the Moonlight Vigil, and down goes Gen G. There's at least a couple of kills back here, as they do manage to trade with the help of the turret, but T1 is so far ahead, they don't really mind that Doran and Carrier go down. The damage is still here.
There's still a walking turret in the form of Guma. Doesn't get to play the game.
He's an upgraded turret.
Yeah, because he also kills other turrets in a matter of seconds.
Well, red-white don't fight. Well, that is not what T1 are thinking. They've got a green gun now, so the extra range here for Gumayushi.
Are we like looking at like a deep flank bolstered by TP? No, he's just farming Raptors.
Yeah, we're looking at Raptors. That's where we're looking.
All right, he did get them.
Yeah, he did manage to lock that one down. Nailed it.
You're also looking at a scenario where, how do you actually engage onto T1 if you're Gen G? Because there is Carrier, who is a walking lantern bot, has Flay, as Canyon is dead. He might not be dead on
does
screen.
have a lot
He is dead.
of speedman.
He is dead.
So is this dragon.
He'll run. He'll make him work for it, but
Yeah. Well, Alcove Gaming there, as he does. Doran just going to boot himself away to try and avoid that.
Not again,
I've
not again,
seen
not
this
again.
play before.
oh, it's the fake out. It really comes down to that one dive in top.
Oh dear. Ruler is just dead. Cut the videos, cut the video, cut the video, cut the video. Didn't need to watch it. It's a little bit worrying here, as at least Keen does have a Dominus. Faker is going to take a Lantern Ride to get out scot-free from that one. And Chovy comes on over, but he comes on over a whole lot later than he needed to. And Arcane Storm is down underneath this turret. He does go golden, as that is a dead Gragas. Maybe, no. They are, in fact, too far ahead, ladies and gentlemen.
The wallets, Atlas!
Yeah, that was the piano-sized wallet right on the noggin of Chovy. And T1 will be able to push these super minions in for the first time in a deciding game of a series this season. Gen.G are looking to go down. We'll see. There is a pillar of filth there just to delay it.
Shouldn't have happened.
Well, T1 are just going to deny this. Is Keen? Okay.
Atlas, this whole situation,
Yes.
it just reminds me of when you were like, Mao, I'm fine, and then you were not fine. That's what I'm looking at right now!
It's the jet lag scenario, yes. Well, the Victor is just going to get taken down as T1 just catch 2 teleports that come in, delivering members of Gen.G to their doom.
They're doing it, Atlas!
They are definitely doing it. They're just going to wander down. Baron is unnecessary as Ruler is going to be discovered by Ona once again. This time the snare comes in, but now he's just going to hunt him down to the ends of the earth, and that is maybe going to infinity in this game because T1 will end it and end Gen.G's streak. 27 is all they will get as T1 in their home ground will be able to take down Gen.G for the first time this season.